Hello and welcome to a very special video of movies I watched last month. I'm recording this before I watch The Suicide Squad, but I'm not sure whether I should upload this before or afterwards, because obviously Flavor of the Week is gonna get more views. Anyways, Stannis Baratheon Wilkesman II, the acclaimed director of Full Suction, is not joining me today. We usually do this as a podcast, but I'm switching it up, guys. I'm going solo for this one.
The IMAX scenes.
Anyways, I'm sure I'm gonna say something very mean about a film you like, so leave a dislike if that makes you feel any better, and let's get into the list.
That's cool!
First up, it's Zodiac, an absolute cayenne pepper of a film. It's spicy stuff, guys. It's pretty spicy.
The illustrious craft of David Fincher.
Sorry if I don't have anything insightful to say about the film, because I'm not every frame a painting, but some things I liked about it.
Number 1.
The fact that you never see the Zodiac's face, and they use different actors for him, the real-life ambiguity really enhances the film. Number 2, David Shire is an underrated bad boy of a composer. He did The Conversation, which no one ever talks about the music in that, and it's awesome, and the music here is also awesome. It's really awesome. Number 3, that omniscient camera that the Finch likes, works really well here, especially in the opening scene when the car just comes back and it just pans back again. Very effective stuff. This movie is basically a horror film for the first 45 minutes. The
lake scene.
The most iconic scene of the film. I don't know what I mean, I could break down the scene, but that'd be really stupid. You could just watch it for yourself.
The lake scene is a mini masterpiece in its own right.
Man, that shot where he's like, is that thing even loaded? Drops the barrel of the gun right in front of the camera. That is filmmaking, guys. That is filmmaking. Not this, not your A24 garbage. I'm a Fincher normie. This is filmmaking. I don't know what that other stuff is. It's fine if you like it, but, you know, this is filmmaking.
What did he mean by that it's not cinema?
I also gotta say, John Carroll Lynch kind of steals this entire movie. It's at least the creepiest performance since Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Someone has hurt my friend Lloyd, and not just on his face. He is having a hard time forgiving the person who hurt him.
I could talk about this film forever, but, you know, I don't want to bore people.
I'm unequivocally feeling a 10.
Next up, it's Alien.
The original classic.
I think I used the term atmosphere out the ass to describe this film before, so I'll just stick with that. I don't think I could say anything new about Alien, but two of my favorite scenes are, one, the facehugger scene. I love the shot where it's just panning over to Bilbo Baggins of the Shire, the meth addict.
This is not meth.
And you just have John Hurt off to the side, like, that's no big deal. Another one of my favorite shots is when Dallas is in the ventilation shaft.
They've gone up the ventilation shaft.
And so little of the frame is actually lit. It just looks awesome. I mean, when have flamethrowers ever not been awesome in movies?
Not once, not one time!
Next up, it's Aliens, which is not as spicy as Alien, but it's still a spicy film in its own right. I think people are probably under the impression that I hate this film or something. I actually really like it. You got that James Cameron industrial production design. You got Bill Paxton being Bill Paxton.
That's just fucking great, man!
You got Paul Reiser playing the exact same character he did in Stranger Things Season 2. What can you say? He's good at it. Obviously, it's a better film than that shit.
I'm Nancy's mother.
No.
Yes.
Mrs. Wheeler.
I feel like if they really messed up the casting with Newt, she could have sank the entire film, but that character really works. She adds some much-needed heart and emotion to the film. Man, that scene where she goes into the Queen Alien, which the production design is just spectacular.
Spectacular.
The puppetry or whatever's going on in that scene looks amazing. This film has held up like gangbusters. It looks way better than this garbage. But yeah, it's a very good film. It's a very good film. I like it, guys. Now leave me alone. Next up, it's Mulholland Drive. Really like the tone, the score, just everything going on with the first half. It's a genuinely intriguing film, but then David Lynch kind of goes full Tannen's Mystery Magic Box.
Tannen's Mystery Magic Box.
Which doesn't necessarily ruin the film, but it's not my type of movie. I want something, you know, I'm not a fan of, it's however deep you want it to be, man. Just analyze the shit out of it and come up with whatever you want. Sorry, I'm just a bit of a normie, and I'm still standing by The Elephant Man being David Lynch's best film. One scene that stands out as being really great, though, is the diner scene where the guy is describing the dream he had. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It has one of the creepiest images I've seen in a film in a while. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty good.
David Lynch shattered my worldview.
What did it all mean? I'm gonna need a couple days to spool my brain back together.
Next up, it's Clerks, which I thought I would find really annoying, but actually liked. I thought the movie would just kind of be Kevin Smith hanging out with his friends and shooting a movie on the weekend. Look at all this crude humor, bro. And it's kind of that, but it's better. It's a genuinely just really funny film. The movie is not anything all that good on a technical level. I mean, it's competent, but the characters are really good. The performances are, you know, charming, endearing. It's a funny film. What can I say? Might have to check out a bit more of Kevin Smith's work. I wonder what he's been doing recently.
So insanely satisfying.
Next up, it's Prometheus, which I'm just too tired to talk about. It's a Damon Lindelof joint. You know what that means. It means the first half is really good. The second half is a bunch of shit.
I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, James. And, time is right. It'll tell me.
You talk to wood now?
Tannen's Mystery Magic Box.
Next up, it's The Father.
Father.
Starring Anthony Asminius or Needed Hopkins, which apparently is the greatest thing ever made. It was fine. It was a well-made movie. The two things that people are really getting their rocks off, is that what I want to say? The things that people are really liking about this movie is, number one, Anthony Hopkins' performance, which they're all like, dude, it's his best since Silence of the Lambs. Has he done anything good since Silence of the Lambs? I mean, I've just seen his Thor shit, so I don't know.
But you're not king!
Not yet.
He was decent in the movie, but it doesn't take much for Anthony Hopkins to be convincing as an old man named Anthony who's not all there mentally. Is Anthony Hopkins even all there in real life? I don't know. They could just be exploiting him. He could have actual dementia for all I know. People are also harping on about how, it shows dementia from his perspective. And that's all well and good, but it wasn't enough to make the movie interesting for me. It reminded me a lot of Amour. It was just a lot of old people being cared for in a house with doors that open up to one room. Next up, it's The Wrestler. Mickey Rourke is very good in this movie, but when it opens with him just, I can't get back into my trailer. You'll get back in when you pay your rent, bro.
I think it's time you paid your rent, bitch.
I was like, really? This is how this movie's starting? He just can't pay his rent, man, and he's gotta go visit his girlfriend, who is of course a stripper, but who of course wants to be more in life. It was really cliched. It felt less like something Darren Aronofsky would direct, and more like something, guy name here would direct. The scene where the doctor's like, why don't you take a seat, Randy? He's like, you wrestled a bit too much this time. You can't wrestle anymore or your heart's gonna give out. And he's like, but Doc, I live to wrestle. That's what I do. It just came off as really unintentionally cheesy. And the whole bit, how it's like, I have to reconcile my estranged relationship with my daughter. Haven't seen this before.
We've seen this countless times over.
Also really didn't help that his daughter did not give a very good performance.
Cause you are a fuck up. Fucking don't anymore.
And the Oscar goes to...
Next up, it's Brewster's Millions, which has an awesome premise, and John Candy and Richard Pryor are really good in it. The problem is, it's a comedy, and it's just not that funny. It's like it didn't have any jokes in the script. It was really weird. Next up, it's Black Widow. No. Ah, yeah, here we go. This is the good stuff. Staple of my childhood. Certified classic. The score. Iconic. Michael Jeter as Norm Snively steals the entire movie.
Hey, kids, it's Happy Slappy time!
The scene where he's trying to get his dog back and he doesn't have a name for it. He just looks at the can of paint and he's like, "Old Blue." It's so funny. The movie basically relies on the fact that anyone who's not a complete prick probably likes golden retrievers who play basketball. What can you say, man? It's just an honest movie. It delivers on the premise. It doesn't have ulterior motives, you know? Air Bud's not there to... I kind of want to buy these movies and do some, like, epic five-film retrospective. I don't know. Also, I'm probably gonna rewatch Golden Receiver, so expect thoughts on that next month. Last, it is Scooby-Doo. It's like they just designed a bunch of sets and strung a sequence of scenes around them.
My buddy Stan says the Scrappy-Doo twist is the best of all time.
His buddy, Stan Wilkes.
The best twist of all time, Scrappy-Doo and Scooby-Doo. You don't see it coming.
The only reason that you don't see it coming is because when it flashes back to set up that character out of nowhere, in any other movie, you would question it, but here you don't question it, because it's just more nonsense from Raja Gosnell. Listen, in short, what I'm saying is that Scooby-Doo was harder to follow than Mulholland Drive. Raja Gosnell might have the worst track record of any director I've ever seen. He has a monopoly on whatever genre this is.
Bullshit. Total fucking bullshit.
Anyways, I'm still planning to watch Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, so look forward to my thoughts on that next month. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, boys. Smash the like, because I need to feel validated in my opinions, or something, I don't know. Chris Stuckman's not reviewing movies anymore because he wants to suck up to the Hollywood sycophants, so what else have you got to watch, man? It's this from now on. This is the only movie review on the platform now. Let me know what you watched last month.
Comment below, let me know.
What you loved, hated, all that, or your thoughts on any of the films on this list. Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!